Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now I'm here today trying to do some sort of mixed media sort of stuff. I've been looking at some different things people have been doing, and I thought, well, I'll have a go. I got these watercolour pencils yesterday for Mother's Day. My oldest daughter bought me those, and I thought I'll have a go at watercolour pencils because I do like to play with pencils and things. I just, got to get around to it, don't I? Got two of them out here. I'm going to put them back in for the time being because I have been doing a bit because I wanted to see how it worked. I don't know if I'm too pressed or not, but I'm going to show you first what to do, what I did, and then we can, decide whether you want to have a go if you think it's worthwhile your time. Okay, so I got a piece of, this is actually out of a old scrapbook, this paper. It's not old, but it's second hand, and it's all right, it's all new and everything like that. Now, I've also got these watercolour paints. They're only, actually they were, because there's a lot in there, I think they cost me $15, but I was really pleased with that because, you can buy little sets if you want to. It's up to you how many colours you want. But I wanted that one, so when I get a bit of money for birthdays and things like that, I buy myself things like that. I've also got these water brushes. Now these brushes hold water in the bottom part here. You have to take the bottom off that. I've actually misplaced one of the lids off one of these. Excuse me, it doesn't impress me at all. I'll probably find it hopefully soon. Why can't I undo this? Oh, because I'm going back the wrong way. So you take the top off because it doesn't come with the colour, it's all clear, and you fill that up with water. But it's got that colour on there because I did. This must go back to front so you don't actually. I don't know. I'm not paying too much attention. So I've got one with yellow and I've got one with a bit of green, and this one here with a bit of pink. And then I also have these little thing. Now these don't cost a lot of money. I think you get 3 or 4. Maybe I've got more. I don't know. For about $5, I suppose. You can buy them on AliExpress or Amazon or wherever you want to get them from. And they're just like a water paintbrushy thingy. Then I've got these here, these little squirt, like a dropper thing. You can soup up the water, and then you can put it down on your piece of paper if you want to, if you need it a bit wetter. So they can be, any craft place have got them, because we've got those in. I think they're only a very flimsy thing, but they'll do the job, because you need paintbrushes as well, which I probably didn't use one at all yet. Oh yes, I have. I've got some modelling paste for the day of what I was doing. I've got a some, what do you call these, stencil, some modelling paste, which I've had since the year dot. Well, maybe not so long, but have still got it. I was going to use gesso, but I thought, no, I want a bit of dimension about what I'm doing, okay? So first of all, this is to make a background, okay? Because I wanted to make backgrounds so I can use the paper either in, and then of course I've got stamps and an ink pad, and it's just surrounded by everything here. Now this probably will take a little minute. I'm going to actually use what I've got in this brush for a minute, and I'm just going to put it on my paper. And now I've got to have to go and get some more. Okay, so more paint. So get some paint. Now you can do this with a paintbrush and water. Get a little dab of water and do it with your paintbrush, or you can use one of these, because I think this is an excellent idea, because you don't have to worry about getting, it isn't that bright. Woo! We'll see, I can squeeze down. If I squeeze out my water, it'll come out and it'll make it nice and, thin it a bit so it's not too bright for you, okay? And of course it's going to get wet, so I have my drying tool here close by and handy anyway, so I just flick these lids across the room, don't I? I'm going to put that back on there a minute, and I'm going to go with another colour. There's a brush I got my gesso to work with. Okay, now, sorry. And now I'm going to put a bit of yellow in it. Doesn't matter if you can't see it much. It doesn't matter, because you want it to be reasonably light. You don't want it to be too dark, because it'll, you want a background sort of thing. So it's supposed to be in the background. So I'm just going across here, just willy-nilly or whatever. and just, this is not any science, you know. I've got no idea what I'm doing. I'm just having a bit of fun because I've seen other people do this. I thought I want to play too, and you know, just like the kids that we are, you know, we need to have the game as well, don't we? Bit of green. Maybe I'm making these too dark, I don't know. Maybe not, because you know me, I like a bit of colour. I know with my other one I mucked it up because I want a pinky. I want to put some pink on this one. So I'm just getting a bit of colour and just putting it on anywhere. Just having a bit of pink in that about. I think my hubby's out there in the hallway. I just did want to talk to him for a minute, but anyhow he's gone. It's okay. We're all good. So I'll squeeze a bit of water down in it, because I do like pink colours, as you know. Excuse me. I keep looking for the water, but don't have to, do I? It's in this thing I got here. I had this for so long before I even got game to try it. You know, because I go and buy stuff because I think, oh gee, that'll be good, I'll have fun with that, and then I like to keep it a while before I go out there and do anything with it. I know that might sound silly, but I don't know. I don't know whether I need the confidence, or I just got to feel the need to do it, or what it is. But anyway, so that's probably too bright, that green, but I can just make it spread out a bit further. Hope you can see what I'm up to. Yes. Looks a bit oovy because it was oovy. It looks weird because it's not blended together properly. Okay, so you wet it a bit. See, put a bit more water on and try and blend it in like how you would do if you were penciling something, drawing, colouring in with pencils. See, if you really wet your page, it'll move along really good. Now, these watercolour things are really neat. These paints. I sort of I've never much used them since I was young anyway, so I can, to be honest with you. And I don't want to dip that in there at all. What did I do that for? Oh, Sonia, really? I'll put a bit up here and spread it out real lot. Spread it out, Sonia, spread it out. Maybe I've got it too dark. I don't know. I know I did the other one too dark, but I'm going with it anyway. I'm going to be game, and I'm going to just try and do something else with it, you know. I'm going to try and sort of fix it. Look at that. That's bright as anything, isn't it? Never mind. You know we do like bright colours. And it is going to be background for maybe tags to put in my flower journal or something, maybe. I thought if you wanted to do different sorts of things, you know, like you could, to make your paper for your journals. Some people might not want to dye theirs, you know, like colour them with any sort of thing they might do themselves. See, if you did this and then you put some really interesting bits on it, afterwards you make your own paper. Well, all of it's going to be your own, but it's a bit of fun having a bit of a game. Now, I've orange this, haven't I? We've gone too far with the orange. Too far with the orange. I need a different colour, so I'm going to have to see if I can clean this off a bit. I need more of these brushes, don't I? Definitely. Where's this something? It's going to take forever to get this off here, I bet. I'm running out of water in it too. I've got plenty of water in the room, so it should be right. Because this will, see how much paint it's holding, and I'll keep getting more, don't I? It's also got probably pencil on it from what I was using earlier. Come on. Now there you. Oh, really? Have I run out? There's only a spot left. There's a bit there. Come on. I'm going to have to get some more water in this. Won't be long. You open it back to front. I suppose that's so you don't spill it or something accidentally. Now I've got to try and see if I can pour water in that. You know how there's a bubble gets in the top. Hope that doesn't happen to me. Anyway, here I go. Okay, so don't do this. What I'm doing, I'm trying to tip this in here. You know what I'm going to do? Where's them things? I'm going to suck this up this one and put it into that one. How's that sound? Alright, Matt, I've got some in my drink glass. It's clean. So is what I've got here. And I'm going to put that in there. Oh, look at that. How clever was that? Silly things on you. You should have did that in the first place. Save it getting it all over the place. It's only water, but it'll dry up. It'll dry. Righto. The lid on that before we spill it everywhere. So there you go. You fill that up with that thing. Very clever. It wasn't me that was clever. It was the thing itself I'm talking about. Okay, so let's get a bit of blue. Maybe some blue on here. I've got a khaki colour on here because I've been mucking around with the blue and I've turned it to khaki colour. Oh no, it's not too bad. It's not really blue, is it? It was pretty. It is pretty, and I do like that. I'm not going to mess with that too much. I have got it a bit streaky, but you know, this is experimenting. We've seen what happens when you do this, okay? And you experiment with things to see where they go. Because you need to see what's happening. You know, we've all got to do things with trial and error, don't we? So we're going to have a try and see what happens. I'm fiddling around here on this page for way too long on you probably. So I'm not going to finish doing this one because actually I will do a bit more after, but I won't complete the whole page because I want to go on with what we're going to do to it now. Okay, so something to stand that up in would have been a good idea. I'm going to have a mouthful of water now myself, really. I am. A mouthful of water. Okay. Now, I'm going to give this a quick dry. Just a little bit, just in this corner. Won't be a minute, sorry about the noise. I think I'm going to work on this piece. It's a lot better than the other bit. I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you in a minute. You probably agree with me. I'll just work on this piece, I reckon. Okay. So now I have a stiff brush because I was doing some modelling paste. You don't have to use this. You can use paint. You can use paint if you want to, white paint. But I'm going to use this because, look, I don't do anything else with it. It's full mixed media, so I might as well do that. And then I've got a stencil here of, like, probably not actually bricks. I suppose it is sort of a weird-looking brick pattern. And I'm just going to just job this on here, like so. And I'm going to do that so it lifts off the page. You can see that it's dimensional, see that? Sort of. Okay, so I'll put a bit over here now. I'll get my lid off here. I'll use what's on the top of that. Put a bit up here where it's really bright. Cover that over a tiny bit. And so you just want a piece. You don't want to put a lot on because what I'm going to do next, I suppose, you just need to have a bit of an idea, because then I can do make some tags with this later if I feel like that, or I could use it for a pocket in a journal, or I could do whatever I thought necessarily with it. I really like playing with this stuff, and it's messy. I've always been a crafter of fabric and stuff like that. Messy wasn't my, first thing. So I could dry that, but I'm not going to because I want to show. Look, this is what I did earlier, and I made a big mess of it. Look at this. Look at the big mess of it I made. See, I made a big mess of that. See, I put a stamp on it. See here, it got all khaki, and I tried to cover it over. The further I went, the worse it got. So I just thought I'd just try a stamp and see how that works. So I did a stamp, and now I know what not to do, okay? So hopefully when I fix this one, I won't do the same thing with it and muck it up. So let's just keep this side here. going. I can do the other bit later, the other side. I want to dry this now, so sorry about the noise. Probably yelling at you too now, aren't I? So this is a, a craft embosser thing, right? And if you don't know what that is, it actually is for heating embossing powder, and it decorates on your page. I probably should do that next and show you, hey, because it's absolutely amazing. But see, it's also for drying. It's also for drying this because you can't use a hairdryer. It doesn't work properly. I don't know what it's to do with the heat of it or what it is, but these things are amazing. Look how lovely and dirty mine is. So I must have did a bit back in the day. I must have been doing a bit over the years, so I've got that bit. Look at that. See, that would make an awesome page in your journal. Oh, you could go and paint all your pages, and isn't that really pretty? Oh, I do like that. Now here's for mucking it up. Let's go and see if we can fix it, if we can do something more with it without wrecking it. Okay, now we could do some of that embossing, I suppose. I've got all the stuff for that, and I never ever use it. Never use it. Sitting there doing whatever. There's a bit there. Okay. I suppose I could give you a bit of a look at doing that, and that way it'd be a bit different from. You probably would have seen people do this. Of course, I do have some embossing powder, only because one day I had a garage sale, and this lady wanted something that I had, and I said to her, she asked me something about what was I doing. I said, oh, I was doing some stamping and that later. I said, I've been doing some stamping, and she said, oh, she said, I've got stamps in the shed. She said, I don't really want them. She said, I've been, you know, doing a bit of stamping. She said, I've got some in the shed. And I said to her, well, I do like that one. And I do like that one. I said to her, well, how about you want to swap? And she said, yeah. So off she went and come back with a great big pile of things with embossing powder, stamps, so much stuff. It was incredible. But anyway, so I thought, well, that's good. I'll I'll swap you. So I did swap, and this is what I got. Now I need a bit of ink. You have to use this here stuff, and it's called, when I get it out of here, wait a minute, here, Versamark ink. It's not actually ink, it's like a glue. Like a glue. It's a bit messy, but it still works. Okay, so what you do is you get yourself a, what do I put on there? Butterfly or a flower? How about I put a flower on it and do a nice pink? I wonder if that one will work good. It looks pretty, doesn't it? I'll stamp a flower on there. They've got lots of bits to them, haven't they? Give me this one out of here. I've got no blocks or anything to put these on. Hang on a minute, it is a bit bigger one. This one might make a bit more sense when we get it on there. I'll be able to see it better. There, look at that. That's huge. That might be nice. We'll see what happens when we do this one. Never done anything this size. So you stick that down, like so, on your pad. Well, I haven't done this for a few years. I haven't, so you're going to have to... It'll be fun, won't it? Look, it'll be fun, I'll tell you. We'll put that in here, okay? And that's all going to take it. But it's going to be fun. I have a box full of this stuff, don't I? So this is going to be fun. So you press that down onto your work here, right? Okay. Push that down, like so. I need a piece of paper now. Piece of paper. Got a bit of paper. Okay, I want to do the green. I really do. Come on, we're only doing this for fun, aren't we? So I'm going to just, oops, going to take that off first. Okay, so there it is. You can see it's got a bit of dark on it because of the whatever. So we sprinkle this on here. Okay. Sprinkle it on. Put a bit on so it's covered over. Righto. Now, you get your paper and you put that on your paper. Righto. See, so you've got that, what's there. Now, before you turn on your embossing thing, right, you put this, bit back away that's come off there. You dipped it onto your paper, so now you put it back in your container, put the lid on it. Well, I'm liking the look of that. And then you heat that at a bit of a distance, not too close. Maybe you can see it doing something, I don't know. There it is. Can you see it doing something yet? It's all actually drying and making it sparkly and being stuck on in paper. And it looks real good from what I can see. You can't see how sparkly and nice that is, can you? And then that should not come off there. Okay? It should not come off. And it sort of, see how that dries like that? Isn't that cool? I do like that. So there you go. That's a part on my thing that I wasn't planning on doing. It shouldn't come off. Well, some of it might do. It's not where it was really sticky. You might lose a little bit, but it's just like any of them cards and that you get. Maybe I need to give it a bit more of a go because it needs to sort of melt them little specks a bit without burning it, of course. Maybe too much of it tipped off. Maybe I didn't get enough ink on it to make it the Versamark stuff, because look, it's not clinging to there. And it could be because I might have had the page behind it, could have been a little bit wet. It might have been a little bit too wet, I don't know. I'm going to have another try at this. I'm going to put one over here and see if I can do it a bit better for you. We might use something different, just for giggles. Okay, is this still wet? Oh yeah. I was just thinking I might not have had enough. It did work though, it's still on there, it's not going anywhere, I don't think. Press this down really good, so I've got that on there. It's not how hard you press it, it's supposed to be for how long you hold it there. So you can actually see that a little bit, because so that it's, you can see it's there. Now, of course, I should go and wipe these really soon, so they're not going to end up with, righto. This is not a very sparkly one. It's not sparkly at all. That's okay. You cover it all over so it sticks to the whole lot, okay? So it's sticking to it. It's what our aim is, to get it on there. Right. Okay, now I'll tip it onto the page. What do I do with my page? Here it is. What's left over. A bit more off there. So you can see that it's not quite all lifted off there yet, all that. How about now? Because you want it to be, let's see if it's still sticking, look, hanging around a bit. Anyway, as long as we get our good bit of butterfly on there, that'll be fine. Now this one seems to be a lot, because it's got a lot more space where there's ink, where the Versamark stuff landed, because on here I've only got very thin lines. See, on this one here I've got a really good amount of area that it can stick to. Okay, there's a lot of stuff there for it to stick to. So here we go with the thing, making more noise at yes. Can you see what it's doing? It's going pretty colour too. it's going a lot lighter. Look at that. Hope you can see this. See what it did? Isn't that awesome? Whee! That's a really good one because this one here, it makes it like it looks like plasticky stuff now, doesn't it? Where'd it go? Where's that camera? There it is. Look at that. Isn't that cool? How that works. Look. Now, I can't tell you what the brand of that one is, but, or this one, because they were in the ones that were gifted to me or swapped me or whatever she did. Now, let's see what I've got in here that I can tell you about, though. This one here, I've used it. This is the embossing powder, and it's a holographic one. So it was probably one that will go up in like a dimensional a bit. This one here is, I've got a heap of that. Yeah, I'll show you how much it costs. You might not want to have a try. But it is really good. And then I've got this one here that I bought. It's a frosted crystal one. It lasts you for always, though. And she had, I've got a lot of this that's put into little containers because she had big containers of a lot of it. There's a silver one. That's nice, isn't it? But I've bought myself a few, only probably 2 or 3. The rest of them in that parcel of stuff that she swapped me. So that was a good bartering day I had, wasn't it? Really good bartering day. And I think a couple of people have sent me little bits too over the time. I've got a couple of few little, and this one, these are sparkly things. They're sparkly sticks, and these, which I should probably use. You know, they're sitting in here. I should probably stick them on something after I've glued something. You know, shouldn't I? Oh, here's another one that I purchased too. This one here's a antique weathered white, and it's a really nice one, isn't it? It's be nice in mixed media, like mixed media. The it will be antique sort of things, won't it? Old. Look, that's dry now. Isn't that pretty? See? And this one too, I don't mind, but the only thing was that it's only got very thin lines for it to stick to, you know? Very fine lines. It's not very much, not filled in. So when you've got a stamp that's got a lot of filling in, which I don't use a lot because I like the ones that are more open. I better get on to and wipe this because I won't be very pleased if I can't use it again. Anyway, you should be able to clean it off with, probably might need soap and water. I don't know if one of these wipes will get that off. But when the stamps have got a lot of black on them, I don't like to use them. I'd rather use something that's a bit more open. I don't know why. Probably because I want to colour it in, I guess. I didn't show you how to colour in with the pencil yet. I wonder how long I've been on here for. I don't know. I can't tell because this doesn't tell me. I don't understand that. I've probably got a way of turning that on, but I can't do that now. So that's what I made earlier, this one here. And how I did that was, I got a stamp which was the wrong colour for what I was going to do, because I should have used a pink one, because if I'm doing a flower, I want pink colours, don't I, on the flower? So I'm going to use this pink on this one. I don't know what's going to happen now, so please, everybody, just bear with me. I hope I don't muck it up. I don't want to muck this up. I'm going to use these. See, if you cut out a tag out of Pasha, that you don't need to have the whole thing on there, do you? You can just put a bit on. What am I going to do? Put it up here because I'm colouring in, aren't I? Okay, so this should turn out pink-ish. And this is a lasting impression, fade resistant ink, and it's called Memento. Okay, and it is a Lulu Lavender. It is, and I really like it just like it is. So that's got area around there where I probably could colour in and paint. I just don't afford to do that. Isn't that silly? I might muck it up. Oh well, I want to show you how it works, because these paints, I want to show you how they work. Pencils, I should say, because all you've got to do with your pencil is get your one of these, whichever colour you are using. I'll have to use the pinky colour one. I can find it here somewhere. Okay, radio. Got little ink things here everywhere. Yeah, take the lid off that. It's sort of orangey pink, so we're going to use this I'll use the orange, okay? So all you do is get your pencil and you dip that in there and you just go around and paint it. But that's going to happen because I've already got the stuff in it, haven't I? From the paint. I've already got the paint in the thing. But the pencil does work. It comes off the pencil and it goes onto there. That's the idea, see? Just to put it onto that bit. I might have to make that wider, hey? It doesn't impress me because I probably used the wrong sort of thing, but it doesn't really matter, does it? It's all learning. It's all about learning what we're doing. Yeah. It's all about learning how to do stuff. Now I can get some more off here. So you can see that it's coming out all right onto this. And if you've got the ones like I got in my hand, you don't need the pencils to. People colour in with a pencil as well. I think there's 3 or 4 ways you can use this. So you colour in with your pencil and then you go over it with water on your brush. You have to get some water on your paintbrush, and that will be one of these here. And a bit of water, and it just blends it in, see? Like that. I hope I've showed you something today, whether to do or not to do. But that's how you use this. Instead of using that water thing, which I wouldn't use as lid, I wouldn't have, if my mind was working properly, but I would just use the paint on the brush and the pencil, and then you just colour that around like so. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I will finish it and definitely use it some way. It needs to be, doesn't it? A bit more. You don't need a lot of water, and you don't need a lot of. It goes a long way actually for this little thing, doesn't it? Look how much pencil comes off that. Just a bit of water. Yeah, looks good. I'm liking that, and maybe I don't know whether I will or not. Whether I'll go over it again. Now, a lot of ladies do a lot of blending in with more colours and things. I get too scared. I'm very adventurous when it comes to putting more things on. And it's just not going to be... You've got to practice, see? And, you know, you've got to be prepared for the mistakes and that, because that's how we learn things, see? And you do what you think you like, and then you can just go learn from that. If it's not quite what you were planning. This is not exactly the best piece of artwork in the world, but I did it. That's what counts, doesn't it? You did it yourself, I guess, and that's what counts. And see, I've made myself a piece of paper. And then I made myself a really bad piece of paper. But you know what? I might be able to revive it somehow, you know, just take out bits without getting all the khaki parts. Oh, I went too far there. I put 2 khaki parts on, yeah. But anyway, this one turned out pretty, didn't it? I like it. So thank you everybody for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't already, and leave us a thumbs up, and a comment would be really good because I love to read your comments, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.